Okay, welcome to multi-net design. In this tutorial, we are going to continue with this semi-detached, and we are going to talk about how to customize your identity data of your sheets. What I mean by identity data is that look at your property column and property bar. You will see that there's identity data for all the sheets you have opening here. So these are these. You have the dependency, all those one in the ash color that have not, because they were not created. So those ones that you're seeing in the normal color are those ones that are identified with these sheets, have been created but are not feasible. So how do you make them feasible is what we are going to talk about. So you put attention to this, so you customize it for your home. We're not going to create so many details, but we're going to work on the sheet number, the issue dates, site plan, what is it called, sheet name, and project title. So things like that. So how do you do that? You click on this. You work with anything. You can create something new. You can start with the one that have been there before, but most especially let's continue with this since we want to do. So you hit edit in family. So as we have done with edit in family, what you need to do now is that you begin to put all those labels around this space. So what do? You click on create, and the create, all you need to do is label, not test. The function of test, when you click on test, it identifies itself without any changes throughout, but the label will give you the option of editing and changing parameter according to sheet by sheet. So as you click that, this gives you the label options. So the label comes in this manner. You can change every format or the way you are aligning the project the way you want it in this place. But as you want to work with this, so click on this and say here you want to put what, the sheet number first. So you click here, this appear, this edit label appear. You scroll down, you look for the sheet number, which is this particular one, and you do what, you click here and drag it here. So it will fall on this place telling you that okay, the first sheet that you are going to see is sheet A05. So you can change it if you want to change it, like changing it to anything. Let me just use Martinez. Let me use MA, sorry, cap lock, and Martinez MD, Martinez design. Sorry, Martinez design, like that. So I'm just going to say okay, and this is it. This is my label for this one. So I can edit it if I want to edit it, do whatever I want to do with this, so like that. So I can do like that and say this is the label. The label will be edited and give space to this place, so there will be space there now. So this is MD, that's the label, the identity label for this. So as you have done with the label, edit it again, and whatever you want to do, you can still do it and adjust whatever you need to work on. So it's there for you to do. So you edit this one, you can change the way you decide it look like. Let it size more bigger, like let's say 10. Okay, let it be bold. I don't want the area, and I want something like what is what I'm going to use. Yes, I want to use bars 98. So then expand it. So this is what you're going to do, and you have this one in place. So create another label by going here and say another new label. So drop the label here. So I'm going to put sheet name there. The sheet name now is going to be, so click here again, transfer it here, and you say okay, the sheet name is created. Expand it, but not the same thing. So change the label here by saying duplicate it to another name. You can rename it or leave it like that and say okay. So from here you reduce this one to something like 5, return it to 5, and here you change this. I'm going to use what's it called, Lucia handwriting. So let me just use Lucia handwriting. So I'm using this particular one. No, select this, edit it now. So change it to this and say okay. So you see handwriting, give you that is the sheet name. So it's there now, identifiably and plainly. So as you have done with that, now the next thing to do is to create the sheet, create and say label. So here you drop, and here we want to do project name. So project name is going to put it here, and you do the same thing here. Say project name sample file. Yes, you can use it that way. So you click here again, you can change the, say duplicate it to 3, and then you change this one. You can change it to techniques. So techniques, then increase the places to 7 and make it bold again. So that's it. You change this one again, that's his project name. And as you have done with that, so you can continue by creating another thing. So this one, you put it here, and you can put your seal and this place, and your your what's it called, your company name or logo, whatever you want to do. So you just click it. Instead of you using label at this place, you use text. So I'm going to click and say multi-nest. Design. So everything cap lock, multi-nest design. So you do that. You can bring your logo if you have image to put in the place. You can bring your image or whatever that you know that is okay for you. Drag it up. So take it up and say edit, duplicate again, and here I want to use something bigger. Just use Century Gothic, apply it. So we use the something bigger here. Here is to use something bigger like 6. Say okay. So that is it. So multi-nest design, you have it here. If you want to insert anything, you can insert image and bring image into it and say okay, load from here, import image and put it here. So but I don't have glossary for image for now, so just leave it. So you can customize your things like that in that manner. All these things have been created already. So what you just need to do now is say upload into project. So tell him to override everything on existing version, and everything you have created are here. So the page name that you have here, which is page 2, is showing unnamed, but this is an unnamed unnamed sheet. So you point there and we're doing everything one after the other. So as you have done with this, you begin to name your sheets one after the other, give them their name, giving them identity. So the project name, you can change it from here, and what you need to call the project is semi-detached. So semi-detached building. So you put that, and you see what you have created is there and it's stable in that position. So here you have level 1 with projects like that. So from here you can create more sheets, new sheets, and you begin to rename them according to your choice. What was it doing? Sorry, delete this. This is one of the sheets that I've been existing before. So the new sheet, say come here, do this. So the new one, click sheet and say new sheet. Our identity is A3 matrix. So you see, so it's saying sheet 6. So from here you can change everything. The one that will come for it's not this one. So you start from the, you can create more sheets, say okay, and say no, So from here now you decide to change everything from you name the whole thing. So from here you rename it to, what is it called, we name this one, we call it O1. Let's say O1, that's the MD1, MD, just like that, MD1, that's A1. So you name it like that, MD1. So you do the same thing here too. So MD, and now the best thing you can do is you can copy all this. Say you name the property, so you Ctrl C on this place, or you align there and copy and say copy, so it will be more easy for you to work on. So you go to this one, the new one you want to follow it, say the name, and you paste, Ctrl V. So you change this one to 2, 72, change it to 3, do the name, and to 2 feet. You can change this one to whatever you want to have it for now, so just 3, pending the time you have everything in place. So those things have been changing and you continue to change. So the new one, this particular one, and you say new sheet, so it's identify itself MD4, continue like that to continue to identify, and that's what we use. So it will be naming after each other. So this one that you have there, that's the site plan. So as you have it now, you go to your labeling. So from site plan that you have done, you will rename it by yourself individually. So the same thing will happen here, and you come to, let's say from site plan now, save the project. So the next thing you want to have is your first level plan. So you post it like that and drag. So this one is stable here for you. So any other adjustment you want to do, just double click. So the field, so let them show what is on their journey. Show crop. So on the crop you align. Interesting. So whatsoever you know that is now you don't need to, so the crop is there, you can decide to return it or remove it. So do not show the crop again, remove the shadow, just come like that, and from here you say viewpoint and say no title. So that's how you work on this one. So you customize your page, customize whatsoever you want to customize, the seat and every other thing, you can put them there and you put them in a position. So here you name it this one and say floor plan, say grand, that is G underscore plan, G floor plan. So this one identified like that. So it has nothing to do with the one that's following. So it's has been renamed according to, and the things are there. So that's for the 1, for the 2. So for the 1, you can rename this one again to something that will suit. So this site planner, you can transfer it to this one. I will bring it here and say the name. So from say the name, you can copy this, Ctrl C. Yes. So you change this one to maybe 6. so that we go down. So now rename this one. Rename. And say Ctrl V. That will be the starting of everything. So it will be the beginning. So that site has been changed. We have renamed that site. We've renamed the ground floor. So the next one again is this one, which is supposed not to be here for now. So you can rename this one to change it. Rename it to something like, okay, let's say it's going to be the last because it's a call out section. So it's going to be something like 10. It's going too far away. So that is what you do. So from here now you have done the ground floor. You click on this one, you rename this after you have brought the so you drag this one into it. That is first floor, isn't it? So double click and adjust as we said. So from here now you change this one to no view. Double click again, adjust this to suit, and double click, turn off the crop region. So that's what you have, and that is how you continue. You can now adjust by pressing arrow key, hide whatever you want to hide by double clicking on that spot. All those things will happen. So here you change this one to first floor. First floor. Plan. So automatically it adjusts itself on this level. So that's how you go about everything and one after the other. So you're not boring ourselves with this. So that's the plain reference of what we are designing so far. So bring one elevation to this, drag one and set it here. So this is the elevation. Double click here, so you can hide this. Go to say hide category. Anything that have identity with that is gone. So here you click and say no title and be free. So we have set our page and things are done in the way we think that will be done. So that's how you do it. So here you just click on it and say south, front elevation, from elevation. So it's done. So that is it. This one continue to show, this one continue to show, but this one there for you to change. So that is the beauty of it. So you may customize whichever you want to customize in Revit. It is as easy as every other software and everything. So you bring your ideas, your popularity and your intelligence into it. So that is it. So subscribe to our channel and continue to like, at the same time share with people and the knowledge.